Good morning here from Los Angeles. I'm Valerie Milano with the Hollywood Times, and I just want to thank our guest today, and I'm going to have her introduce herself. Thank you.
Hi, Valerie. Thanks so much for having me. I'm Portia Buckley. I'm a film director and recently directed a short film called CLODAGH, which I'm here to discuss with you.
Yay, yay. And I'm one of the lucky ones that's gotten to see the film, the short film, and I just really had fun with it. So I want to thank Portia for being here. And where are you at right now? I want you to tell us.
So at the moment, I'm in London, but very excitingly, we are about to head to Tribeca with the short film, which is super exciting. I actually studied at Tisch NYU. I did my master's there for 5 years. So it feels very exciting to be able to go back to New York, with a film that we made in Ireland. Um, and I'm half Irish, half Italian. So a lot of the work that myself and Mike Lindley, my writing partner, and I work on is Irish material. And we're actually also heading over to Ireland because we're working on another project there at the moment. So we're going Ireland, New York, Ireland.
Okay.
Um, but yeah,
A lot of flying there, but what a beautiful country Ireland is. I've been lucky enough to have been able to visit there. And when you go to Tribeca, we have a writer there that's covering Tribeca. Her name is Victoria Stevens. So I'm going to have her try to find you. That'd be great to hook you two up.
would love to meet her. Fab.
Hopefully. Thank you. So we will go ahead and start about your film. Can you speak more to the line that was in the film? We'll have no Dallas, Texas here. What is the meaning of this piece of dialogue?
We'll have New Dallas, Texas here. Well, the meaning of that is that in the context of Mrs. Kelly, who is a priest housekeeper who runs the local dance class, is very regimented and rule abiding, and she runs a very strict dance class. Um, and she likes all her girls to, wear no makeup, wear no nail varnish, um, and all kind of blend in. Anyway, when Clodagh comes along to join her dance class, Mrs. Kelly has her doubts because she doesn't fit in like the other girls, and she has a little bit of glitter on her face. And as Mrs. Kelly wipes the glitter off, she says, "We'll have no Dallas, Texas here." And I guess that line is about the sort of pageantry and the kind of glamour associated with dancing, and what we see in step dancing, river dancing, all of these. And with her, it's kind of much more the kind of parsimonious, religious, stripped down version. So Dallas for Mrs. Kelly represents kind of, it's like Vegas, like lights and, she will have never been to Dallas, but it will be, it's sort of sometimes sort of old school Irish people think about parts of America as very kind of glamorous and exotic, and them being much more kind of humble and rural. They're from the countryside.
So glad you explained that because I'm from the South. So I'm from Alabama, so which is very
Yeah,
close to Texas if you know your geography. So
yeah.
I was real curious about that. So I'm glad you explained that. That's cool. Um, so knowing that Clodagh and her father are homeless, I guess maybe they were. I don't know. Maybe I'm using the wrong term, but why was there so much hesitation from Miss Kelly to lie about the girl's address, their home
Well,
address?
I think for Mrs. Kelly, she is, rigorously devout, honest. Although she's not only just a priest housekeeper, she's very religious in her own life, and she will see, lying as a huge moral conundrum for her, something that she's never done. And I guess the whole film is about, Mrs. Kelly's questioning whether to, bend the rules in the name of passion and, artistry and, even the no Dallas, Texas here. The fact is, there is this bit of Dallas, Texas in Clodagh, and that's what she loves about her. That's what's so alluring and so star-like, the star-like quality that she has. So, so I mean, it really comes down to the fact that she just probably has never ever told a lie. And actually, when we were writing this piece, we wanted the stakes to be, very low. It's a white lie, it's a fib, as Mr. Hickey says. But for her, the stakes are huge, because of her own conscience, what she believes is right and wrong. And so, it's a big decision for her. But I know we, the audience, are willing her to do it, to just get on with it.
So what message would you like the viewers to take away from this work?
I guess the message of this film is it's about, people coming to crossroads in their lives. And I guess with Mrs. Kelly telling this lie, although it goes against her kind of moral beliefs, really it's for the greater good. And essentially, to me, she's taking a leap of faith and a leap of hope in taking Clodagh on. And I feel that, we all have these moments in our lives, and it needs a bit of bravery. But, I'd, like to encourage myself and everyone else to take those leaps of faith, and believe in people, and, support one another, and something magical can happen. And I think that, for Mrs. Kelly, as someone that doesn't, have a partner and doesn't let passion lead her life, this is a very passionate moment for her when she witnesses this dance. And yeah, and she takes that leap of faith, in taking Clodagh on.
I love that. Yeah, that's a wonderful way to look at it. And I believe that too. Yeah. Any plan on making this a feature?
Well, funny you should say that. Yes. Well, we had such an amazing time working with Bríd Ní Neachtain, who is Miss Kelly. And she brought so much more to Mrs. Kelly than was just on the page. She really brought so much of herself and, of her interpretation of the character. And then Clodagh, played by Katelyn Rose Downey, is just, she's a star. Mm-hmm. And we feel like there's more mileage in those characters, and we'd love to explore them further. And we'd love them to go on a road trip with Mr. Hickey, who is, in the middle, and they would, but kind of heartfelt trio on a journey of discovery together, and they could all discover different things about themselves. Maybe for Mrs. Kelly, it would be that she discovers joy, really, and how to live, in a joyous way. And they'll each find their kind of pathways through their kind of relationships with one another.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So how can our viewers and our readers find the film, find more work from you, a website, your social media, if you could let us know, please.
So our Instagram is afternoon_pictures_UK. So that's where we kind of have news about what we're up to. Afternoonpictures.com is our website. And this film, well, so hopefully after it's done, that we're, still doing the festival circuit. And then hopefully we'll get out there, and, the plan with all these films is always to sell them. And so hopefully they get onto a streaming platform. And then some of our other work, I've got some work on Nowness, be able to stream it at some point. But at the moment, whilst it's doing its festival run, it's kind of just at the festivals.
Sure. Well, maybe we will meet in person one day. I hope you get to see Victoria. Our website is hollywoodtimes.net. Our YouTube is the Hollywood Times Official. And I thank you so much, Portia, again, for your time and your creative talents in this film.
Gary, thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to meet you. And I really hope I get to meet Victoria as well at Tribeca. That's
Thanks
great.
so much.
Lovely. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.